What up, y'all? I think this video a little different. Oh God, is my back all right? Is this what it means to age? I should have stretched. I really should have stretched before I did any of this. Like, I just came back from this walk and I should have stretched. I shoulda, coulda, coulda. Actually, what I want to talk about right now is there's a few tech elements that I use every single day. And sometimes I have conversation with people who kind of want to get started with electronics and things like this, especially for the girlies out there who, honestly, when you say technology, they hear nothing. They understand nothing. I'm just playing. They're just like very confused about what to go for when it comes to computer and things like this. And I kind of developed a little bit of an interest. I wouldn't call myself that tech girly of the corner, but I have a little bit of a knowledge because my interest with technology kind of started with me just wanting to play video games. All right, small story time. Hopefully you guys just hang with me. When I was in high school, a lot of what like my parents told me is like focus on school, do the school stuff, and then after that later on in life you'll be able to have fun, right? So a big chunk of me growing up was like I was just kind of way more so invested in school because I was just told focus on that, and then when the time comes for you to have fun, you can have fun. But like toward the end of my college, I think toward the end of college experience, I started wondering, yo, I don't know what I like and I don't know what I don't like. One thing I knew is that I remember like being young, I knew I liked comic books, I knew I liked reading, so that was one thing of interest. So I kind of went into this deep dive after the pandemic. During the pandemic, I don't know, somewhere in that area, I realized, yo, I need to figure out what my interest is gonna be. So that was one thing that I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even going to lie to you. Why are you talking like that? It was kind of difficult because imagine going most of your life and all your interests are tapped into school. All that you love or want to do is tapped into school. And then I had like this interest for music. But here's the thing, music kind of became more structured, more refined. I needed something that didn't need for me to have an output, a result to it. And that's when I started, looking into my interests. Do you like coffee? Do you like tea? Do you like comic books? Or do you like books with no picture and just novels and things of that sort? So I started trying different things, and that's kind of how I ended up getting into tech. So that's my backstory. All right, here's some of the things that I use like literally every day. I'm gonna try to find them around this room because I just came back from like my brother's house. I had the kids with me. If you haven't watched that video, just go tune in to my other video and thoughts and reflection. This is a bit more like let's talk about tech, and yeah, hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of language of things that I'm interested in. I wanted to expand more on the channel on things that I like doing, things that I'm interested in, and this is a bit of more of a long format of just me being raw and just telling y'all my interest. So here are some of my essentials. This video is not really structured, which is not very me, but I guess it is what it is. So here are some things that are essentials to me. My phone. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My phone, I'm very picky on what phone I pick. Just so at first, I used to not have like, a really good phone. So this phone to me means a lot. I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, 500 and something gigabytes. It allows me to do content. It allows me to do a bunch of things. I choose my phone according to my actual needs. And also, I've made an executive decision to always stick to iOS. And by iOS, I mean anything that has to do with Apple software. They have a specific system that's iOS. Whenever you get an update on your phone, it's like, hey, get the new OS update. This is what they mean. They have a system which encapsulate and takes into account all the device of Apple. That goes for the MacBook, that goes for Apple TV, that goes for AirTags and iPads, and they don't sell iPods anymore, but back then iPods, all of those exist within the ecosystem of OS, which is different because this is why there's this war between Android and iPhones. It's because people are always saying like, yo, it's two different systems, and it really kind of is. There's a lot of things that are kind of similar. There's certain things that you can't do with OS that you can do with the Android system, which is why their stores is different. You have Play Store for Android, and then you have App Store for all of the applications and software that you want to add to your phone. So it is two ecosystems that are completely different. My only take on this, I made a decision to stick with Apple because I had a MacBook since high school, and I just kind of stuck with the system. I won't sit here and tell you guys that there's not any other option. I made that decision. So my phone is my first essential. My second essential, okay? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My second essential is, you guys are gonna think I'm corny, but my second essential is this. It's honestly, it's just a wallet, okay? It's a wallet, but here's the thing. I don't like any of the wallet that they sell for women. It bothers me how big they are. It bothers me how bulky they are. Put it in your pocket, you feel like you have a second leg. It just makes you feel like you got more in your pocket than you actually are carrying. Why does it take 75% of my pocket? I don't like it. It looks weird. Whenever you gotta buy something, you gotta go 3 layers of thumbs down. I don't like it. This is my second essential. That's like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love it because you push, the cards are open, and you could just press it down. It holds like 6 cards. You can get extension to it. Fun fact about me, I love anything that glows in the dark. So this glows in the dark. Mind your business, okay? Stop judging me. Super minimalistic wallet. It's a code 118 that I got it straight from their website. I'm not sure if they provide from all over the world, but this is one of my tech essential that I always carry with me. It's not a tech essential. This is an essential. And then I have this, which is another tech essential. This is a Lock 8 card, which literally has the same function as a AirTag. Instead of having a wallet that had like the bulk case of having an AirTag, there's a bunch of different versions out there, but this is literally what I use to track my wallet. And I put it on top of it, and then I'll add other cards to it. There's like 2 cards that I always add here. I have my Costco card and I have my CAA card that I always put like here and I carry with me. I didn't want to buy the extra stuff, so this is kind of what my wallet looks like. This is my 40 essential, an AirTag. I have these literally all over, and I'm not obsessed with them. It's just that I don't like knowing that I have to go somewhere and I have no idea where my stuff are. It happened to me a couple of times where I had to go someplace and I get there, where's my wallet? Where's my backpack? Did I forget it at home? So I like knowing where my stuff are, and that's one of the reasons I got AirTags, that I put a little bit all over my stuff, put it on my backpack. I have a tech bag sometimes that I carry with me, and sometimes it holds a lot of expensive stuff, so that's super important to me. And one of my last essential, what's the one thing I can show y'all that I carry with me? I always have doubles, okay? And here's my theory behind that. I don't like having to, and this is, listen, these are financial decisions. You do not have to copy me, but hear my thought process, okay? I do not like having to take a charger from home and go to that other place and then plug it back at home and do this and do that. So I started doing this thing where I buy duplicates. My chargers have purposes. I do not leave my house when I have my computer with me without the charger that goes with. I buy duplicates, which means I have a charger always remains at home. This one is not moving. I'm not unplugging it. I'm not going any other place with it. It stays at home. I don't need it to go anywhere else. And this is the charger that travels with me. It's the original ones. And yes, I'm telling y'all, these are financial decisions. You do not have to copy me. But if you have, devices that you travel with at all times, these are super essential. I duplicate my stuff. So this is something I'm super picky on. The reason I'm picky on it, okay, I'll show you guys, is this. Okay, this is a portable battery. Is that what it's called? Is that what we call it? It's a power bank. Okay, so this is a power bank. The reason I'm picky with these is because every single time I looked into what kind of power bank I wanted to have, I always looked into what are some power banks that are able to charge my phone at least twice. So this one was a deal breaker for me. It's from the company Charge. This one is an essential for me. So all of the girlies who have phones, and if you're a tech girly or you're just interested in technology and this is something that you're like looking into, this was a deal breaker for me for this reason. Let me sit down because I feel like I've been standing a lot. This is a very different format for me, but I don't care. This I carry with me almost all the time. It's to a point where people are even asking me if I have it with me. Because it charges behind my phone. It has the MagSafe thing, and whenever you put it in here, you can literally just wait. It's gonna charge, and it starts charging my phone immediately, which is really dope. I can charge it twice. I can charge my phone twice with this. It's you could go to the airport with this, and also it has this really cool thing that's like a stand behind it, and I love having that because whenever I'm at the airport, I'm hanging out with friends, and I need my phone to be charged, and I want to, we're watching something, whatever it is, there's a stand that allows it to stand you, where you can put your phone like this. It works amazing. So these are my essentials, my essential technology. The reason why I'm showing you guys all these things is because I think I want to start tapping into showing y'all a bit of what another area of me that I feel is like cool, that I'm interested in. I'm not like the most knowledgeable on these things. I've looked enough into some of these topics to like have an opinion. So I'll just start sharing my opinion on some of the new text that comes out. Hopefully you guys are tuning in for that. I just want to hang out with me for all of these things. Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all some of my tech essentials. I'm big on technology. I love tech. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I'll see you for the next video. Deuces.